The Panama Canal stands as a towering monument to human ambition and perseverance, a testament to what we can achieve when we dare to dream big and commit to extraordinary feats. It's more than just a waterway, it's a symbol of our relentless pursuit of progress. Reshaping the very Earth itself, this incredible project connected the vast expanse of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, forever altering the course of maritime navigation and global trade. The scale of the undertaking was simply staggering. For centuries, the audacious idea of cutting through the Isthmus of Panama remained a tantalizing fantasy, a whisper in the dreams of explorers and merchants alike. This shortcut promised to revolutionize global commerce forever, shrinking distances and unlocking unprecedented opportunities for trade and exchange between nations. It was a prize worth striving for, despite the immense challenges. The French were the first to attempt this monumental task in the late 1800s under the leadership of Ferdinand de Lesseps, the celebrated engineer behind the Suez Canal. But the unforgiving forces of disease and the dense, impenetrable jungle proved to be insurmountable obstacles, halting their progress and shattering their ambitions. Malaria and yellow fever ravaged the workforce, claiming countless lives and creating an atmosphere of fear and despair. The human cost was devastating. The rugged, mountainous terrain and the oppressive tropical climate presented relentless challenges to the construction efforts, further compounding the difficulties. The dream of a Panama Canal nearly died, buried beneath a mountain of setbacks and tragedies. It seemed as though nature itself was determined to thwart humanity's grand design. But the vision was not forgotten, and the project was resurrected when the Americans arrived with renewed determination and resources in the early 20th century. Their first and most crucial battle was against the pervasive diseases that had crippled the French effort. They launched a massive sanitation campaign, employing innovative techniques to eradicate the mosquitoes that carried malaria and yellow fever, paving the way for a healthier and more productive workforce. Only then, with the threat of disease significantly reduced, could the true feat of engineering begin in earnest. The construction involved building the world's largest man-made lake, Gatun Lake, and an ingenious system of locks designed to lift massive ships over the continental divide, navigating the challenging mountainous terrain. Giant steam shovels relentlessly carved through the earth to create the Culebra Cut, and entire towns and communities sprang up to house and support the tens of thousands of workers who flocked to Panama from all corners of the globe. It was an unparalleled feat of brute force, technological innovation, and human ingenuity, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. A grand symphony of coordinated labor and powerful machinery, working in perfect harmony to reshape the landscape and realize a seemingly impossible vision. Finally, on August 15, 1914, the SS Ancon, a cargo and passenger ship, made the first official transit through the Panama Canal, forever changing the course of history and ushering in a new era of global interconnectedness. The long-separated waters of the Atlantic and Pacific were finally joined, creating a seamless pathway for ships to traverse the globe. The canal quickly became a vital new artery for global trade, facilitating the movement of goods and resources between continents with unprecedented speed and efficiency. Saving countless ships from the treacherous and often deadly journey around the tempestuous Cape Horn at the southern tip of South America. It was a dream realized against all odds, a testament to human resilience and the power of collective effort. A waterway carved from the very earth and water, a lasting legacy for generations to come. The world would never be the same, forever transformed by this audacious feat of engineering and the enduring spirit of human innovation. The canal's construction was an engineering marvel, but its true cost was human. Thousands of workers, mainly from the Caribbean but also Europe and Asia, endured brutal conditions for meager pay. A rigidly segregated society emerged. Americans in comfort, others in overcrowded barracks. Protests and strikes erupted, but the relentless schedule always took priority. The Canal Zone was a frontier. Saloons, gambling and lawlessness thrived alongside progress. Over 25,000 lives were lost to disease, landslides and accidents, one of the highest tolls in any construction project. For every mile of canal, hundreds perished, Their sacrifices are the invisible foundation of the waterway. The canal's success is forever shadowed by the price paid in human lives. It's a solemn reminder. Great achievements often come at great cost. The canal is as much a human story as an engineering one. For most of the 20th century, the Panama Canal stood as a symbol of American engineering prowess and strategic importance. The Panama Canal Zone was, in effect, American territory, a tangible representation of US influence in the region. It operated under American laws and administration. This zone was a 10-mile-wide strip that bisected Panama, effectively dividing the country in two. To Panamanians, this arrangement was a constant and painful reminder of lost sovereignty, a deep wound to their national pride. It fueled resentment and a burning desire for control. The turning point, the moment when the tide began to shift, came in 1977. It was then that the Torrijos-Carter treaties were signed, a landmark agreement that established a clear timeline for the US to hand over complete control of the canal to Panama. The transition process was meticulously planned, carefully executed, and fraught with tension on both sides. Thousands of Panamanians underwent extensive training programs to acquire the specialized skills necessary to take over all aspects of canal operations. On December 31, 1999, at the stroke of midnight, the American flag was solemnly lowered for the final time, and in its place the Panamanian flag was proudly raised, symbolizing a new era. The canal was finally, unequivocally, Panamanian. A watershed moment, a source of immense national pride and jubilation for all Panamanians. Skeptics, both within Panama and internationally, openly doubted Panama's ability to effectively manage and maintain the complex operations of the canal. But the transition proved to be remarkably seamless, defying expectations. The Panama Canal Authority, staffed by highly skilled Panamanians, not only maintained but enhanced the already high operational standards, and immediately began ambitious planning for the future, including significant expansion projects to accommodate larger vessels. The handover stands as a shining example of successful diplomacy, peaceful negotiation, and national determination overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Panama has proven itself to be a highly capable and responsible steward, expertly managing one of the world's most vital waterways, a critical artery of global commerce. The canal's destiny, its future, and its continued success are now firmly and proudly in Panamanian hands. The Panama Canal's genius lies in its ingenious use of verticality. It's not just about connecting two oceans, it's about conquering elevation, a feat achieved through a series of locks that act as a colossal water elevator. This remarkable system functions as a water elevator, ingeniously lifting ships over the continental divide. It's a carefully orchestrated ballet of engineering and natural forces, allowing massive vessels to traverse the isthmus with relative ease. Ships begin their ascent by entering the Gatun locks, the first set of chambers on the Atlantic side. These locks are the gateway to a higher elevation, marking the start of the canal's upward journey. Here, the ships are raised a total of 85 feet, a significant lift that propels them towards the man-made Gatun Lake. The rising water level is a visual spectacle, showcasing the sheer power of the canal's hydraulic system. This impressive feat is accomplished as water from Gatun Lake, a vast reservoir, fills the lock chambers entirely by gravity. The lake not only provides the necessary water, but also serves as a navigable waterway for a portion of the trans-isthmus journey. Remarkably, no pumps are needed for this process. It's just the raw, unadulterated force of nature, meticulously harnessed with precision engineering and a deep understanding of fluid dynamics. The canal's design minimizes energy consumption while maximizing efficiency. After ascending through the Gatun locks, ships cross Gatun Lake, a vast artificial reservoir created by damming the Chagres River. This lake is an integral part of the canal system, providing both a navigable channel and the water supply for the locks. Vessels then carefully navigate the narrow Culebra Cut, a challenging passage carved through the continental divide. This section requires expert piloting and precise maneuvering to avoid collisions. Upon reaching the Pacific side, the entire process elegantly reverses, with ships now beginning their descent. The ships are carefully lowered through the Pedro Miguel locks, the first set of locks encountered on the Pacific descent. And finally, the Miraflores locks, the last step in the canal's descent, returning vessels to sea level and the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. The entire journey from one ocean to the other typically takes between 8 to 10 hours, a testament to the canal's efficiency. To ensure safe passage, every vessel is meticulously guided by a highly skilled Panamanian canal pilot, experts in navigating the canal's unique challenges. Adding to the precision, powerful electric locomotives, affectionately known as mules, play a crucial role in keeping the massive ships perfectly steady as they transit the locks. The entire operation is a delicate and mesmerizing dance, a carefully choreographed interaction between massive cargo ships, intricate machinery, and the forces of nature. The system, now over a century old, stands as a living monument to human ingenuity and perseverance. It remains an unparalleled marvel of early 20th century engineering, a testament to the vision and dedication of those who conceived and built it. The canal's enduring success lies in its design. Simple, elegant, efficient, and remarkably enduring. It's more than just a waterway, it's a masterpiece of logistics, a vital artery in the global trade network that continues to thrive in the 21st century. The Panama Canal's daily operation is a continuing testament to human ingenuity, a symbol of what can be achieved with vision, determination, and a deep understanding of the natural world. By the 21st century, shipping had outgrown the canal giant post-Panamax ships couldn't fit. Panama faced a choice: expand or become obsolete. In 2007, with public support, work began on a third-lane new, larger locks for Neo-Panamax ships. The expansion included water-saving basins, recycling up to 60% of water per transit. The project was massive, rivaling the original construction. In 2016, the expanded canal opened, welcoming the COSCO Shipping Panama as its first vessel. Larger ships could now cross, reshaping global trade routes. The expansion secured the canal's relevance for a new century. The canal's lifeblood is fresh water. Millions of gallons from Gatun Lake are used for every transit. Climate change has brought drought, dropping lake levels and forcing draft restrictions on ships. Fewer ships, lighter loads and delays ripple through global supply chains. In 2023, the canal faced severe traffic jams as water shortages limited daily transits. The canal, once a symbol of mastery over nature, is now at its mercy. The authority is racing to find solutions: new reservoirs, alternative water sources, even desalination. The challenge is no longer just engineering, it's about securing water for the future. The canal's fate is tied to the health of the natural world. Climate change is the new obstacle to overcome. The Panama Canal is a strategic prize, shaping global power dynamics for over a century. Once a US stronghold, today it's a stage for US-China rivalry. China is now a major user and investor. The canal's neutrality is protected by treaties, but its security is a global concern. Panama's control gives it outsized influence, generating billions in revenue and diplomatic clout. Decisions about tolls and management ripple worldwide. The canal ensures Panama a seat at the table in global trade and security. Its influence extends far beyond its narrow banks. The canal faces new competition as Arctic routes open with melting ice, offering shorter paths between Asia and Europe. There's talk of rival canals, like the stalled Nicaragua project, reminding Panama that its monopoly isn't guaranteed. Within Panama, debate continues. Expand further, privatize, or innovate? The canal must adapt to stay ahead. Its future is uncertain, shaped by climate, technology, and global trade shifts. Will new routes eclipse it, or will it reinvent itself again? The answers will shape global commerce for generations. The Panama Canal is a story of connection, linking oceans, economies, and cultures. 6% of global maritime trade passes through its locks each year. Its construction drove advances in medicine and engineering. Its expansion pushed the limits of innovation. Today, climate challenges drive new solutions in water management. The canal is a living laboratory, demanding creativity and foresight. Its future depends on balancing ambition with stewardship. It stands as a symbol of both achievement and vulnerability. The canal has shrunk our world, bringing us closer together. With vision and determination, we can overcome any obstacle. The story of the Panama Canal is ultimately the story of us.